Oh, good to be with you again. Good to see you. Here we are in the Universal Family event, remembering that God is our Father and we are His children. And the language that we use to express these truths is open and free, that we may choose what fits our experience of the God whose Spirit lives within. Today, I'm working on revisions of a chapter on love, on the commandment to love God with all our heart, soul, mind, and strength. And I'm going to share with you uh, a bit of this chapter in progress, 4 bits actually, and we'll see where we go with this. We'll see where we go. My goal is to abide in simplicity, sustained simplicity, because the fourfold commandment does not strike a philosophical mind anyway as the simplest thing we've ever seen. So let's just kind of set aside commandment for now and set aside fourfold for now, and just together love God in simplicity. Now, what does it mean to love God with all our heart? Today with you, I'm going to not go into a bit complex concept of heart, but I'm going to simply exalt the heart as the seat of simplicity. If I get through this this video, abiding in simplicity, I will have won my success. Here's my quote about simplicity. "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened," said Jesus. Burdened, I would like to say, with complexities of various sorts, "and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." Imagine an ox wearing a yoke and pulling a plow through dry, hard, rocky ground. But yoke 2 oxen together and it's a different experience. Imagine Jesus yoked with you. When we experience the spiritual life as a heavy burden, something has gone wrong. When we turn and find friendship in the Spirit, the ground is still hard and dry, the rocks have not been removed, but everything feels different. And sometimes spiritual experience dissolves rocks. Loving God with all our soul. Well, what is the soul? I've got some points about the soul, but the first thing that I have to say about the soul is that if we go to the book of Psalms, we see the expression of soul magnificently, from the depths of agony to the heights of celebration. And regarding the experience of loving God, I would like to draw this portion from Psalm 19. This reflects on commandment and law and duty, and how our experience of commandment can be transformed. The law of the Lord is perfect, refreshing the soul. The statutes of the Lord are trustworthy, making wise the simple. The precepts of the Lord are right, giving joy to the heart. The commands of the Lord are radiant, giving light to the eyes. The fear of the Lord is pure, enduring forever. And fear in this context surely means respect and reverence and awe for the God that we worship. The decrees of the Lord are firm, and all of them are righteous. They are more precious than gold, than much pure gold. They are sweeter than honey from the honeycomb. By them your servant is warned. In keeping them, there is great reward. Now, to love God with all our mind, I would offer you this reflection on the meaning of a commandment in the preaching of Jesus. Jesus' commandments do many things. They express faith in what we can do and be. They reveal the will of God. They give clarity and direction for daily life. They invigorate us by their strong, bracing attitude, calling forth the supreme motivation of the soul. And they promise support every step of the way. Last, loving God with all our strength. To love God with all our strength refers primarily to the energies of the body, I believe, but it takes courage of mind and spirit to mobilize these energies. And spiritual power is also an aspect of our strength. When I speak of mobilizing our powers, I use a military metaphor. To mobilize means to call up troops and ready them for battle. Having interacted with theater actors, especially right after a performance of an uplifting play, I have often seen the warmth and vigor of their heightened and still surging energies. If they can mobilize themselves so beautifully to play a character that is not who they are, how much more should we mobilize ourselves to be truly who we are and to play the role to which God calls us? Well, my internal monitor tells me that I didn't perfectly sustain the simplicity of loving God through each portion of what I shared with you. But I did with, I think, more than not, and that's the way it is. And as we seek to love God with all our heart, soul, mind, and strength, it's a growth process. It's a learning process. And the very engagement in that is itself a delight for God And trusting that delight enables us to love through those moments as little children. And so for now, whatever is going on in your life and in our world, always know that you are a divinely created, infinitely loved, spiritually indwelt, evolutionary, free will son or daughter of God. Good day.